Guys, today I'm going to talk about why Bitcoin is currently being pushed down and what the next big move is going to be. I am going to give you some key charts to show you here, and I'm going to give you some specific targets for where I think Bitcoin is actually going to bounce. So guys, we have a huge video today. Make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end. Welcome back everybody, my name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. And with that said guys, let's talk about what's been going on here recently. So one thing I do not really like that much is that this red line, since failing, so you can see we closed one red candle below it right here. Now we have kind of closed multiple candles below it, and yes, the edge of the orange box is still significant. You can see on the edge of these candles right here, it was pushing us down and we're breaking through it. So there's still very high significance on the edge of this orange box, but for the structure of the market, I would have liked, and you can also see the red line is holding up the prices right here as well, but it's not as clean as it was previously. So that's the first thing to pay attention to. The second thing is that I think that Bitcoin is actively being pushed down right now, because if you look at every other asset, they have basically been going up. We are in a raging bull market in the traditional markets right now. Even real estate is going up, and you can see that Bitcoin is not really doing that. And I showed you in my video yesterday how the correlation between different assets is actually decreasing. So assets are going up while Bitcoin is going down. Now, granted, Bitcoin has still been one of the best performers since the bottom, because it's been going up 100% since that $16,000 bottom. So it's up 100% still, even at these prices. But it's just like, yeah, I would expect Bitcoin to go up much higher, and I think it's only a matter of time until we do go up higher. However, I do think that Bitcoin is actively being pushed down right now. And who is pushing down Bitcoin then? Who is selling into every rally here, pushing down and keeping the Bitcoin price at these levels? I think it's mainly, and this is speculation from me, I think it could actually be the US government, because we know that they are selling $200 million worth of Bitcoin, and I think that they are actually doing it right now. So I think in a couple of weeks we are going to get an announcement that the US Justice Department have actually sold $200 million worth of Bitcoin, or whatever it may be. So during this time period we are in right now. So Bitcoin being pushed down right here, I think, is the US government. We will have to wait to see if that's going to be the case or not. But once that announcement comes out, then you are going to have a pump for Bitcoin, because this is one of the big dangers. Like, a lot of people are getting uncertainty from the US government holding all of those Bitcoin, kind of threatening the crypto space, like, hey, we're going to sell all this Bitcoin, so be careful out there. And once they have actually sold their Bitcoin, then they don't really have that card to play anymore. So that will be very beautiful, but that may be the reason why Bitcoin is being pushed down right now, because the US government are selling. Now, a couple of key things. First, I want to show you this, and this is actually on the daily time frame. You can see we're forming a little bit of an ascending wedge. Now, this is typically a bearish pattern, guys. So this is typically a bearish pattern. The good thing is that we are still some ways, I mean, we can still go down to like $27,000 and still be inside of this. But yes, typically this breaks to the downside, and if we do see a break, then that is something that we will have to pay attention to. But for now, we're still in the middle of this wedge, so so far so good. And also, I do think, honestly, like, the probabilities of us going down and breaking down from this is not really that high, considering everything is in a raging bull market right now, and I'm expecting Bitcoin to not only keep up with the traditional markets, but to greatly outperform the traditional markets as well. So yeah, that is something I'm looking out for. Now, if you're going to make a trade, as you know, we do have a couple of X factors. You do have the US government selling Bitcoin, and I do think that they are doing it right now. But you do have that looming X factor as a danger. You also have the Binance situation. Like, are they having bad debt? What is going on with TUSD? What's gonna happen with all of those things? And what's going to happen with the Department of Justice? Are they going to sue Binance? We have all of those X factors. Also, you do have still the Mt. Gox saga, which is never ending since 2015. The Mt. Gox Bitcoin potentially being sold also this year. So you have all of those things. But those things aside, right? where are the levels? If we do see a sharp pullback, where are the levels I will be buying Bitcoin at? Well, you know that inside of this orange box, I will be accumulating more Bitcoin. And this is not to be confused with the trading strategies, because the trading strategies, they are going to take advantage of that volatility either way. And I'm going to get back to those in a little while. But for a specific trade, where are the levels I will be buying at? Well, let's zoom out and let's look at this. So basically, on the daily time frame since 2023, since the beginning of 2023, you can see a very clear pattern. We usually go into a bit of a channel here. We make a pattern of higher highs, and then we see a correction. And we break down from this 50-day moving average, which is this blue line, we break down to it. And the first time around, we went down all the way down to the 200-day moving average. And then from that point, you did have a crazy pump up to the next kind of consolidation channel here, where we continue to make higher highs as well. And this time, we also saw a correction. We saw a correction, but this time we stayed at the 150-day moving average for quite a while, supported us a lot of times here. Then finally breaking down to it, not going all the way down to the 200-day moving average, but getting pretty close to it. And from that bounce, we did see another big pump for Bitcoin. So now we have not had such a big performance as this fractal right here, but we have had a high right here, we've had consolidation, and we could come down to, let's say, the 50-day moving average. This is currently at $29,000, give or take. So at $29,000, you could see that first point of bounce. And then you do have the 200-day moving average. This is currently, well, at that point, it's probably going to be at like 26,500. So these are some key levels. If you do see a flash crash, if you do see a big dump, these are some of the major levels to accumulate that and add to your position. So I am going to enter into trades at $28,900, and I will be adding more at 26,500. Now, I'm not saying that we are going to necessarily go down to these levels. I'm just saying that if we come down to these levels, then my buy orders are ready and I will be making money on that. So I will go ahead and do that actually right now. So the first level, $29,000. So I will be adding into that right here, 29,000. And I want to add it a little bit above this actually to make sure to catch that, because there will be a lot of buyers coming in at that point. So we're doing it for 5 Bitcoin. Boom, there we go. And then the second one just above the 200, like this is gonna change depending on where it hits, but let's do like $26,400, so something like that, just in case we do see that flash crash. So both of those orders have been added. Now, I'm not saying, just like I said, I'm not saying that we're necessarily going to come down to either of these levels, but if we come down to those levels, I do think we're gonna see a bounce. So yeah, I'm keeping my eyes on that. Orders have been filled. And of course, if you want to use Bybit yourself, you can find the link in the description. You're able to get nice bonuses as well. And for my bots, the take profit prices for the current cycle is for Bitcoin at about 30,600, well, call it 30,700. All of these Bitcoin bots take profits will be hit. For Ethereum at about 1,955. And all of those orders will be hit as well. So let's keep an eye on that. And just like I said, if you want to use these trading strategies yourself, you do have the link for OKEx in the description. Claim up to $60,000 in bonuses by clicking on this link right here. Click join now, and then with one click, you can set up each and every one of those trading strategies. And then you have for also Bybit up to $30,000 in bonuses by clicking on this link right here. Finally, something interesting, Gary Gensler wants more money to go after crypto projects. So he just had the biggest failure in his career probably when he, with the Ripple XRP case, although he was not actually the one that started it. He had just joined when that XRP case was filed against them. However, he wants more money to go after crypto projects, so we will see if he gets it or not. I think that this money can be spent on much better things. Guys, that's what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.